Hey Gemini, welcome to your reading. Gemini, thank you for all the love and support you've been showing the channel. Also, I hope all is well out there. Gemini, let's get into your reading. This is your reading for April 2020, but however, whenever you see this reading, it could be something in there for you. Okay, Gemini, while shuffling in your energy, I see that this is about your manifestations, it's something you're trying to build, bring in, or something like that, something you know will make you really happy. However, it's like this feeling that you need to fight for it or something like that, or like you have to protect it. It's just some energy like that that's making it to where you actually not going with the flow, you going against it, and it's causing like a blockage or things to slow down. And I feel like this slowdown is because you can't really see the full picture by doing that, like what it is you need to do. I feel like you're trying to, like, how can I put it? It's like you're trying to do a bunch of things at once or something like that. Like, well, maybe if I do this, maybe if I try it like this, maybe if I do it like that. That's just an example. But whatever this is, it's like, is what you trying to do instead of just going with the flow. Because I feel like right now you in like a transition period to where what you want is actually coming in, but like not having patience is making you want to do more to get it when it's actually coming in, and that lack of patience is creating a block. Hopefully that's clear enough for you. Let's see, let's get some messages. Okay, I shuffled all the decks already. Okay, message for Gemini. Okay, look, wisdom, and that's the Hierophant. I see you being committed in shadow. 2-9. Well, no, that's a 5. Excuse me. I was going to say 2 9s. I was on the road there for nothing. Now 5. You see how it's causing like, let's see. Movement, choices, and decisions. See, it's something that you're supposed to learn from, that I feel like you're not looking at it. You see how this man is looking at away from the book? That's how I feel. And you probably it keep being reflected to you. You keep going through the same obstacle or challenge, but you kind of keep looking away from it when you need to kind of face it head on. Because once you do this, you kind of unleash your manifestation, like, and it's going to help you make a choice. Let's see what's going on with this. Like, will you get an aha moment or something like that? But pay attention to what's being reflected back to you. Like when, like say it's a certain feeling or a certain thought that keep coming up. Pay attention to that, because that's what's being reflected to you is the very answer you need to unlock this, okay? And it's going to give you that wisdom, that knowledge you need to get out of this obstacle. Because it's like you almost there. You almost at a point to where you finna cross this over, and you getting to a point to where you kind of depleted and with this conflict and defeat, and maybe thinking about making another choice, when actually, if you keep going and kind of spend some time meditating to see what it is, then you gonna figure out like, oh, that's what it is. And it's gonna release all that from you, all that conflict and defeat. Protection. Just know that whatever you're doing, I feel like you're trying to protect something, but whatever you created or whatever you've been putting a lot in, and this could be, but what most of all what this is saying is the divine is saying that whatever you're trying to bring in is protected, and that it's time to nurture yourself and kind of spend that time figuring out what this is, because it's like it's worth spending the time figuring out whatever this blockage is, what's being reflected. I feel like it's going to be different, reflected back to you, because once you do that, everything flourish, like everything come into fruition. And look, focus and extremes. And that's that extreme. Like sometimes you could be extremes to me. It's like sometimes you can be extremely passionate. Then the next time you like, I don't know if I even want to keep going on with this. And that's because, and that's this 2 of Pentacles right here, that wishy-washy energy. But it's something about that, in that very same energy, if you embrace it, then you get the answer you need, and it's going to clear it up for you. So what seems to be like your obstacle or block is actually your answer, if I'm saying it in the correct way. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Let's see, what else? You have the 10 of Swords, and then the 6 of Wands. The 2 of Wands. And that's gonna, it tried to come out in reverse, but I don't know, so I'm gonna keep it upright, okay? I'll just clarify it. Up. Look at that, the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the 3 of Wands. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You know what, Gemini? What this shadow can actually be is what you think you lacking. I feel like what you think you lacking is actually your biggest asset. And I'm just getting that with this spread for some reason. Because the worst part is behind you. But I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit. And also it's a decision or something you have to make. I feel like it requires patience for you to figure this out. Just a little bit of patience and recognizing what it is. And once you do that, you get into judgment energy where everything flows, everything rises up. But for some reason, you see how she looking? I feel like you looking like you have this set way, but the answer is right there for some reason. See how you got the hand on one wand, the hand on one wand. But I feel like if you kind of look at what you're trying to ignore, that's your answer. You could be trying to ignore this, or it could be like intentionally or like you're not even really noticing it type of thing also. But it's also going to help so pay attention like to your feelings and stuff like that. That way you can figure out what this is. Like really think about, why am I feeling this way? Especially when you get in the 5 of Pentacles energy. Like, why am I feeling like I can't get this done, or I can't I can't focus on that? Because if you look at her, she's have her hand here, is behind, but that's by the 5 of Pentacles. So what do you really think you lacking is the question. Because whatever this is causing some type of internal conflict, and it's slowing down success. I feel like it could be like you focus more on the outcome and not really, and you kind of like a part of this. It's like, say this is a business or something like that. A part of this, you may be kind of like turning your back on and needs attention. That could be it. But whatever it is, once you realize this, is going to like, it's going to blossom. Just know that it's not nothing that hard. A lot of the hardest stuff you already been through. But this 10 of Swords coming out can really be affecting it in some type of way. Maybe backstab, betrayal from someone or something in the past that you've been trying to overcome. It could create guards or something like that. This could be saying like something about your past, like some betrayal needs to be overcame, because maybe you're invested a lot into what happened in the past, and it could see she's invested into this side, but the success is this way, and that's she or he. It just something like that. But like it's like your back is turned on what it is that you like, the answer to the question, or like you get what I'm saying? Like whatever this issue is, your back is turned towards it and you focused on something completely different. Let's see what you can do. This is a self-care day. Let's see what you can do to help to feel better around this time. Movement came out. Sound healing. These two came out. So this is about listening. It can raise your frequency by exercising or just dancing, moving. With sound healing, sometimes I listen to, what's them, HZs, 888, something like that. It's just frequency music online. It helps raise your vibration and connecting with your ancestors too, for those of you who does things like that. Let's see what else we can get. Messages for Gemini. self. Physical body, outlook, self-image, life philosophy, consciousness, options, awakening, self-awareness, arrival. So this could be you, is something about you within you that you're not paying attention to. And that's why this Five of Pentacles could be here. Maybe feeling like you can't get through this or something can't be done. You lack the skills, the knowledge, anything that's hindering you. Embracing yourself would help. But also knowing that we live in a world of the internet. It's always, or it's schools. It's always a way to get past that. But doing that very opposite with opposition, balance, embracing duality, doing the very opposite of what you're doing now is going to give you that balance. Okay. And sometimes that could be like focusing too much on light or focusing too much on the dark aspects of a situation, like especially with the Five of Pentacles there. It could be focusing too much on the darker aspects of what's going wrong and need to kind of focus on what could go right, that type of stuff with opposition. And then this is as mirrors again, so be careful. It's in what's being mirrored to you. Okay. Balance again. You have the 7th house. Balance. This is about love and relation. 7th house is about relationships and stuff like that. Your partners. This could be how relationships affect you too. Like this could play a part in what's going on. It could be about a relationship or why you ended up in certain relationships. It's just different for everybody. And in Venus, love again. Okay. Cherish, enjoy, charm, art, and beauty are the way too. So using your charm, knowing that you're skilled, beautiful, those is the way to get what you want. Looking for the positive aspects and what's going on and not the negative too. And that's going to create that balance. Mystery under here too. So looking for different ways of doing something. The unknown, psychic ability. Some of you guys may be psychics or intuitives. Some of you guys, some of y'all may be getting some like ghost experiences. All right, let's move on. You have the consultant. And then I hit this in reverse. I don't know if it's supposed to be. If it's in reverse, this could be you losing hope or something like that. And it's time to kind of gain that hope. It has a lot to do with the very opposite, okay? Delay, because it's creating delays in your manifestation, whatever this is, whether it's love, a relationship, business, whatever it is, it's something about the opposite. Strong in this reading. But the good thing is you have the home, the mountain, that's that frustration that you're feeling. This is going to end peacefully once you do that. It was a lesson to be learned. You have 2 Saturn cards here. So it's a lesson to be learned in all the 2 threes, okay? And that's being in alignment, mind, body, and spirit. It's going to create a good foundation for you. For some of you, this could have a lot to do with finances or something like that with the home card here. Or just like a home business, something like that. Family, but whatever the delays is causing frustration. The delays could be what's going on, but I feel like this is a lot more deeper than that. It's about something that you're trying to bring in. Well, not like that's not deep, but you get what I'm saying? I feel like it's something more personal to what's going on with you. Something you've been working on. I feel like so for some of you trying to get a home business off the ground or a business. Buy a home, leave a home. Some of you, this could definitely be leave a home, but the delays is frustrating you. If not this you, this is somebody else. Let's get one more card and I end the reading, Gemini. Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Okay. Gemini, that's the message I have for you. I hope it helps. Bye.